Nobody told me love could hurt this much. Nobody warned me about the crushing touch of heartbreak, of loss, of letting go, of the things that you'll never know. I had to learn it on my own. I had to reap what I had sown. I had to fall and break and bleed to learn the lessons that I need. They gave me advice, they gave me signs, they drew me all the dotted lines, but I had to cross them anyway. I had to learn the hard way. I learned the hard way that love's not enough when the one you love is tough. I learned the hard way that promises break when the one who makes them is fake. I learned the hard way that I'm strong even when everything goes wrong. I learned the hard way, and now I see the hard way made me. I thought that love would conquer all. I thought I'd never have to fall. I thought that you would always stay. I learned the hard way. I thought that we were meant to be. I thought that you'd always see me through the good times and the bad. I learned the hard way. I'm sad, but sadness is a teacher too. It shows you what you shouldn't do. It shows you who you shouldn't trust. It shows you when to readjust. I learned the hard way that love's not enough when the one you love is tough. I learned the hard way that promises break when the one who makes them is fake. I learned the hard way that I'm strong even when everything goes wrong. I learned the hard way, and now I see the hard way made me. And now I'm grateful for the pain, for the sun and for the rain, for every lesson, every scar, for everything that made me who we are. Not with you, but with myself. The most important relationship, the greatest wealth. I learned the hard way, and I'm glad for everything I have. I learned the hard way, and I'm stronger now. I learned the hard way, and I know how to love myself, to be alone, to build a life that's all my own. I learned the hard way, and I'm free. Finally, finally me. I learned the hard way, and I see the hard way was the best thing for me. Hard way, best way, making me who I am today. I painted you a masterpiece with my soul. I used my heart to take control of every brushstroke, every hue. I painted all my love for you. I used the colors of my dreams. I used the sunlight and its beams. I used the tears I never cried. I let nothing hide. I worked on it for years and years. I poured out all my hopes and fears. I made it beautiful and true. I made it all for you. I painted you a masterpiece, a work of art. I gave it all my heart. I painted you a masterpiece, so fine. I gave you all of mine, but you hung it in a corner, out of sight. masterpiece deserves to be seen, to be valued, to be queen. A masterpiece deserves the light, to be held and held tight. I painted you a masterpiece, a work of art. I gave it all my heart. I painted you a masterpiece, so fine. I gave you all of mine, but you hung it in a corner, out of sight. You kept it from the light. I painted you a masterpiece, you see, but you never really saw me. So I'm taking my masterpiece back. I'm putting it on my own track. I'm hanging it in my own gallery for all the world to see. I'm the artist in the art. I'm playing my own part. I'm the masterpiece now. I'm showing you how. I painted you a masterpiece, but I'm taking it back. I'm on the right track. I painted you a masterpiece, but now I see the masterpiece is me. I painted you a masterpiece and I'm free. Finally, finally me. I painted you a masterpiece, and I know it's time for me to grow. Masterpiece in me, finally hanging in my gallery for all to see. The mark you left upon my heart, invisible from the start. To anyone who looks close enough, to anyone who knows the stuff that I've been through, that I've survived, the way I've kept my heart alive, despite the wound, despite the pain, despite the pouring rain. I used to try to hide it away. I used to try to find a way to cover up the evidence of your negligence. But now I wear it like a scar, proud and true, a reminder of the breakthrough. I wear it like a scar for all to see, a part of my history. I wear it like a scar. Is a part of me. Scars tell stories of survival, of coming through the rubble, of facing what could kill you dead, of getting out of bed each day and facing the unknown, of doing it alone, of finding strength you didn't know, of learning how to grow. Your love left a scar, it's true, but it helped me break through. It showed me who I really am. It helped me understand. But now I wear it like a scar, proud and true, reminder of the breakthrough. I wear it like a scar for all to see, a part of my history. I wear it like a scar, it made me strong. I'll say it out loud. I wear it like a scar, and I see the best part of me. I wear it like a star, and I'm free. Finally, finally me. I wear it like a scar, and I know it's time for me to grow. Wear it like a scar, proud and true. Scars of the breakthrough. Wear it like a scar. Wear it like a scar. Wear it like a scar. I used to dream of growing old with you, of sitting on the porch when the day was through. Imagine rocking chairs side by side with nothing left to hide. I'd watch the sunset in your eyes, I'd watch the fireflies, I'd hold your hand and feel the peace I'd finally find release. But dreams don't always come true, and I'm left here with just the view of an empty chair beside my own, of sitting here alone, rocking chair alone, watching the sun go down. Rocking chair alone in this one-horse town. Rocking chair alone where you used to be. Rocking chair alone, just me. The chair beside me gathers dust, just like my broken trust. Rocking chair alone, I rock and sway, dreaming of a different day. I still sit out here every night, I still turn on the porch light, hoping you'll come walking up the drive, hoping you're alive. And well, and wanting to come home, wanting to never roam, but you never come, you never will. The chair beside me is forever still. I made my peace with being alone. I've made my peace with my throne of solitude and quiet grace in this sacred space. Rocking chair alone, watching the sun go down. Rocking chair alone in this one-horse town. Rocking chair alone where you used to be. Rocking chair alone, just me. The chair beside me gathers dust, just like my broken trust. Rocking chair alone, I rock and sway, dreaming of a different day. But one day I'll move that empty chair, I'll show myself I care. I'll sit in both seats side by side with nothing left to hide. I'll be my own company, I'll finally be free. Rocking chair alone, won't be alone. I'll make it my own throne. Rocking chair alone, but I'm okay, I'm gonna find my way. Rocking chair alone, I'm learning to be happy with just me. Rocking chair alone, and I'm free finally, finally me. Rocking chair alone, I see the only one I need is me. Rocking chair. Now it's mine, learning to shine one day at a time. held it together for so long. I've been the one who's strong. I've smiled through every tear. I've hidden every fear. I've been the rock, I've been the wall. I've answered every call. I've been the one who never breaks, for goodness sake. But I'm tired of being strong. I'm tired of singing along to a song that isn't mine, to a life that isn't fine. I'm done being strong. I'm gonna fall. I'm gonna let my tears fall. I'm done being strong. I'm gonna break. I'm gonna let my heart ache. I'm done being strong. I'm gonna be weak. I'm gonna let the real me speak. I'm done being strong, and that's okay. I'm gonna be okay today. They look at me and see a pillar. They see someone who's still here. They don't see the crumbling inside. They don't see the tears I've cried. They don't see the breaking point. They don't see the disappointment. They don't see the girl who's tired of being so admired for something I'm not inside, for the way I've always tried to be what everyone expects, to hide all my defects. I'm done being strong. I'm gonna fall. I'm gonna let my tears fall. I'm done being strong. I'm gonna break. I'm gonna let my heart ache. I'm done being strong. I'm gonna be weak. I'm gonna let the real me speak. I'm done being strong, and that's okay. I'm gonna be okay today. And when I fall, I'll find the ground. I'll let myself be found. I'll let the pieces scatter wide. I'll let the pain subside, and from the ashes I'll arise with different, wiser eyes. I'll build myself anew, stronger because I knew. I'm done being strong, but I'm not weak. I'm just letting the real me speak. I'm done being strong, and I'm okay. I'm gonna find my way. I'm done being strong, and I'm free. Finally, finally me. I'm done being strong, and I see the strongest thing is being me. Being strong, being real, finally learning how to feel. He came home later than he said, with something different in his tray. I made dinner, kept it warm, waited through the coming storm. He kissed my forehead like he always did, but I caught a scent that wasn't his. Some floral thing that I don't wear, a stranger's perfume in my hair. I should've asked, I should've known, but love makes you leave the truth alone. Lipstick on his collar, a shade I've never worn, a color I can't recognize, a promise that's been torn. Lipstick on his collar, he didn't even know that evidence of where he'd been was sitting there on show. And in that moment, everything we had was just a lie wrapped up in play. I didn't scream, I didn't cry, I just sat there and wondered why I wasn't enough to keep him home, why I'm always left alone. He asked me what was wrong that night. I said nothing, turned out the light, but in the dark I traced the stain and felt my heart break once again. I'll never know whose lips they were, but I'll always remember the shade of her. Lipstick on his collar, a shade I've never worn, a color I can't recognize, a promise that's been torn. Lipstick on his collar, he didn't even know that evidence of where he'd been was sitting there on show. And in that moment, everything we had was just a lie wrapped up in play. Some stains wash out, some stay for good. Some things just can't be understood. I scrub that collar with my tears for every month, for every year, but the stain that lingers isn't red, it's the image of him in another's bed. Lipstick on his collar, I see it in my dream, a shade of red that tears apart at every seam. Lipstick on his collar, you didn't even try to hide the fact that while I loved you, you said goodbye. And now every time I see that shade, I feel the love within start to fade. They say that love means holding on, fighting until the battle's won. They say that love means never quit, that you should always commit. But sometimes love means letting go, sometimes it means you have to know when to release, when to set free, when to just let it be. I held on for so very long, I tried to be so strong, but holding on was killing me. It wouldn't let me see. The bravest thing I did was let you go. The bravest thing I'll ever know. The bravest thing I did was set you free, so I could finally see that love isn't always about holding tight. Sometimes it's about doing what's right. The bravest thing I did was let you go, and now I finally know. I fought for us with all my might, I stayed up late into the night, trying to figure out a way to make you wanna stay, but you were already out the door. You didn't love me anymore, and holding on was just a lie under the sky. So I took a breath, I said goodbye. I didn't even cry, I just let go and watched you walk away. I had nothing left to say. The bravest thing I did was let you go. The bravest thing I'll ever know. The bravest thing I did was set you free, so I could finally see that love isn't always about holding tight. Sometimes it's about doing what's right. The bravest thing I did was let you go, and now I finally know. And in the letting go I found myself. I took my heart down from the shelf, I dusted it off, I let it breathe. I finally learned to believe in me, in my own strength, ain't going to any length to be the person I was meant to be. The bravest thing was setting me free. The bravest thing I did was let you go, and now I'm finally starting to grow. The bravest thing I did was set you free, so I could finally be me. The bravest thing, letting go. Now I'm free, and I know. Bravest thing. Burned so many bridges on my way to you. I had no idea what I was going through. I left behind my friends, my family, my home. I chose to be alone. With you, for you, because of you. I didn't know what to do. I thought that love meant sacrifice. I thought I had to pay the price of losing everything I had, of going through the good and bad, with only you to hold me close, the one I love the most. The bridge I burned for you is ash and dust, it turned to rust. The bridge I burned for you can never be rebuilt. My guilt is spilled all over the ground where we used to stand, and there's no man's land. The bridge I burned for you, you see, is the bridge that led to me. Thought you'd be my everything. I thought you'd be the one to bring me peace, me joy, me happiness. But you just made a mess of everything I used to know. You let my bridges go up in flames without a care. You left me there alone on the other side, with nowhere left to hide, with no way back to who I was without a cause. The bridge I burned for you is ash and dust, connecting to the me I used to be. I'm finally free. The bridge I burned for you is in the past. I'm free at last. The bridge I burned for you, I'm letting go. I'm finally ready to grow. The bridge I burned for you, I see. The new bridges are for me. The bridge I burned for you, I know, is where I didn't need to go. I burned you, I burned for you. Now I'm building new. Fight this to me. Finally free. I remember exactly what I wore, a blue dress you'd seen before. I remember what the weather did. The sun was shining like a kid who didn't know that hearts could break, that love could be a mistake. The birds sang on, the wind blew soft, the world just carried on aloud. But my world stopped right in its track the moment you weren't coming back. The moment you turned and walked away and took my breath for good that day. The day you walked away, the colors changed. Blue became a little strange. The day you walked away, the clock stood still. Time obeyed my broken will. Everything before that day was a different kind of play, and everything after that goodbye was just me learning how to cry. I remember how your shoulders looked as you left me where I stood. I remember every single step, the distance that you kept. I wanted to run, I wanted to scream, to pull you back into the dream. But my feet were frozen, my voice was caught in the tragedy you brought. I watched you go, I watched you fade into the future that you made without me in it, without a care. You walked away, you weren't there the day you walked away. The colors changed, blue became a little strange. The day you walked away, the clock stood still. Time obeyed my broken will. Everything before that day was a different kind of play, and everything after that goodbye was just me learning how to cry. And years have passed since that day, but in my mind it's still replay. The moment you decided I wasn't worth another try. But I've learned to walk away too, from the ghost of me and you, from the day that changed it all, from the memory of your fall. The day you walked away made me who I am, a survivor of the dam that broke and flooded everything, but taught these broken wings to sing. The day you walked away was hard, but it made me drop my guard and realize that I could stand alone without your hand. The day you walked away, We used to watch movies till the very end. We used to be each other's best friend. We'd analyze the plot, the twist, the turn. We had so much to learn from the stories on the screen, from the happy and the mean, from the heroes and the villains too, from me and you. But now I watch alone at night. I turn off every light. I watch the stories play out slow. I watch the characters grow. This is the end of the movie. The credits roll. This is the end of the story. The closing of the soul. This is the end of the movie. The lights come up. I'm drinking from a different cup. This is the end of the movie, and I'm walking out. There's no more room for doubt. This is the end of the movie, and I'm free. The end of the movie is the start of me. Quote the lines for weeks and weeks. We'd reach the highest peaks, of laughter, love, and joy. We play like a child with a toy. We lose ourselves in the screen, in the beautiful, happy scene. But that movie's over now. I'm taking my final bow. The sequel won't be written by us. There's no more trust. This is the end of the movie. The credits roll. This is the end of the story. The closing of the soul. This is the end of the movie. The lights come up. I'm drinking from a different cup. This is the end of the movie, and I'm walking out. There's no more room for doubt. This is the end of the movie, and I'm free. The end of the movie is the start of me. But every ending is a start of something new within the heart. I'm writing my own screenplay now. I'm showing you how. I'm the director, writer, star. I've come so far. The movie of my life begins today. I'm finding my way. This is the end of the movie, but I'm not done. I've only just begun. This is the end of the movie, and I see the best is yet for me. This is the end of the movie, and I'm free, finally, finally me. This is the end of the movie, and I know it's time for me to grow. End of the movie, start of me, final me, free. End of the movie. I used to hide my scars away. I was ashamed to say that I had been through pain and strife in my past life. I covered them with sleeves and lies behind my own eyes. I pretended they weren't there in the open air, but scars are just the proof of healing, of truly deeply feeling. They show that I survived the fall, that I stood tall. The girl who embraced her scars is me, the one who finally broke free. The girl who embraced her scars is strong and true. She knows what to do. She wears them proudly in the light. She's won the fight. The girl who embraced her scars, you see, is the best version of me. Now I show them to the world. My banner is unfurled. Each scar tells a story of its own, of how I've grown. This one is from when you left, when I was sober. This one is from when I rose above my biggest foes. They are my medals, my awards, my healing towards becoming who I am today. In every single way, the girl who embraced her scars is me, the one who finally broke free. The girl who her scars is strong and true. She knows what to do. She wears them proudly in the light. She's won the fight. The girl who embraced her scars, you see, is the best version of me. I trace them in the mirror at night. I hold them in the light. I thank them for what they've taught me, for what they brought me. They are a part of who I am. I am the one who can wear them with honor and with grace in this sacred space. The girl who embraced her scars is me. I know I'm finally ready to grow. The girl who embraced her scars, I see the best is yet to be. The girl who embraced her scars, I'm free. Finally, finally me. The girl who embraced her scars, I know, is helping me grow. Girl who embraced her scars, that's me. Finally free. I learned a lot from loving you, more than I ever knew. I learned about the highs and lows, about the way the river flows. I learned about the giving heart, about the tearing apart. I learned about the price of trust, about turning love to dust. I learned that love can hurt so much. I learned about the gentle touch. I learned about the hard goodbye. I learned about the how and why. The lesson I learned from you is one I'll never forget. The biggest lesson yet. The lesson I learned from you is that I am strong, that I can move along, that I don't need you to be complete, that I can stand on my own 2 feet. The lesson I learned from you, you see, is that the best lesson is about me. I learned that I deserve much more than what you had in store. I learned that I'm worthy of real, authentic love. I learned that I can walk away and find a better day. I learned that I can be alone and still find my own throne. I learned that my heart can mend, that it can learn to love again. Not you, not us, but me. Finally, finally free. The lesson I learned from you is the greatest gift, the one that gave my heart a lift. The lesson I learned from you, I'm free. Finally, finally me. The lesson I learned from you, I see the best is yet to be. The lesson I learned from you, I know, is helping me grow. Lesson learned from you, now I know what to do. There's a part of me that still believes in the love we could have achieved, in the future we could have had, in the good and not the bad. There's a part of me that still holds on to the hope that you'll come home, to the dream that you'll return, to the lesson I must learn. Is a small part buried deep, the part that doesn't wanna sleep, the part that whispers in the night that everything will be alright. The part of me that still believes in you is the part that's seeing it through. The part of me that still believes in us is the part that won't give up. It's the part that hopes, the part that prays, the part that spends the lonely days waiting for a sign from you. The part of me that still believes it's true. the part that still cares, the part of me that still believes in you, is the part that's seeing it through. The part of me that still believes in us is the part that won't give up. It's the part that hopes, the part that prays, the part that spends the lonely days waiting for a sign from you. The part of me that still believes is true. But I'm learning that believing isn't always wise, that hope can be a disguise for the fear of letting go, for the pain of not knowing. I'm learning to believe in me instead, to get out of my head, to trust the one who's always there, to show myself I can. The part of me that still believes is learning to see the only one who can save me is me. The part of me that still believes is growing up, I'm drinking from a different cup. The part of me that still believes I'm setting free. Finally, finally me. The part of me that still believes I know is the part that helps me grow. Part that believes, now believes in me. Finally free. There's a photograph by the door from the summer when we had it all. You're laughing at something I said, your arm wrapped around me instead of letting go, of walking away. Back when we thought we'd always stay, the sun was golden, your eyes were blue. I had no idea I was losing you. I pass it every time I leave, every time I come back home to grieve. The person I was before you left, the person you loved, the one bereft. That photograph by the door is the only thing I'm living for. It's the last proof that we were real, the last proof that I could feel something more than this empty space, more than tears running down my face, more than silence filling up this room, more than this ever-growing gloom. I tried to move it once last week, my hands were shaking, my knees were weak. I couldn't bear to put it away. It's the only proof you stayed, even for a moment, even for a while. Even if you're leaving was your final style. You loved me once, the picture shows, back before you had to go. My friends don't understand why I keep a reminder of a love so deep that losing it nearly took me to. But that picture's all I have of you. That photograph by the door heart. That photograph by the door is my heart upon the floor. It's beautiful and it's cruel. It's the only remaining rule that I follow, that I keep, while the rest of me is asleep, waiting for a love that's gone, waiting for a different dawn. You're laughing at something I said. Your arm wrapped around me I've heard a lot of sad songs in my time. One's about love and pain and crime. One's about heartbreak and loss. One's about counting the cost. But none of them compare to this. The one I wrote, the one I missed, the one that plays inside my head. The one that's left unsaid is the song of you and me. The one that will never be the melody of what we lost. The one that pays the cost. The saddest song I know is the one I never wrote. The one that sticks inside my throat. The saddest song I know is the one I'll never sing. The one that doesn't mean a thing to you, to us, to what we were. The saddest song I know is her, the woman singing all alone. The saddest song I've ever known. I try to write it down sometimes, I try to make it into rhymes, but every word falls flat and dead, like the words you never said, like the love you never gave, like the heart you couldn't save, like the future we can't have, like the story turned to ashes. The song that haunts my dreams, the one that's not as it seems, the one that plays on repeat, the one that knows defeat. The saddest song I know is the one I never wrote, the one that sticks inside my throat. The saddest song I know is the one I'll never sing, the one that doesn't mean a thing to you, to us, to what we were. The saddest song I know is her, the woman singing all alone. The saddest song I've ever known. And maybe saddest songs can turn into something new, something learned. Maybe the saddest song can be the one that sets me free. Maybe the saddest song I know, and teach me how to grow into a woman who can sing a song of everything. The saddest song I know is the one I'm singing now, the one that shows me how to let the sadness be my guide, to let the pain subside. The saddest song I know is the one that makes me strong, the one that helps me move along. The saddest song I know is mine, and it's helping me shine. Saddest song makes me strong, moving on. I belong. In the space between the heartbeats, I hear you. In the silence, I feel you near. In the pause between the breathing, I'm still believing that you'll come back, that you'll return, that I'll have something left to learn from you, from us, from what we were, from the love we had for her. It's in the gaps, the in-between, where you are often seen. In the moments when I'm not aware, you're there. The space between the heartbeats holds your name. The space between the heartbeats feels the same as it did when you were here, as it did when you were near. The space between the heartbeats echoes you in everything I do. The space between the heartbeat is where you stay. The space between the heartbeats, day by day. Try to fill it up with noise, with music and with different toys, but nothing seems to work for long. The silence is too strong. It calls your name, it plays your voice. It leaves me with no other choice but to remember, but to grieve in the space you leave between the beats, between the breath, between the life and the death of our love, of what we had, of the good and the bad. The space between the heartbeats holds your name. The space between the heartbeats feels the same as it did when you were here, as it did when you were near. The space between the heartbeats echoes you in everything I do. The space between the heartbeats where you stay. The space between the heartbeats, day by day. But I'm learning to fill that space with me, to let my own heartbeat be the only sound I need to hear, to let go of the fear. I'm learning to love the silence now, to take my final bow. In the space between the beats, I find the peace of mind. The space between the heartbeat is mine alone. I made it my own throne. The space between the heartbeats I'm filling with light. I'm gonna be alright. The space between the heartbeats, I'm free. Finally, finally me. The space between the heartbeats, I see the best is yet to be. Space between now is mine, filled with dreams and learning to shine. It's funny the things that stick with you the most. Not the grand gestures, not the coast-to-coast vacation, not the diamond rings. It's something small, it's in the little things The way you said my name, the way it rolled off your tongue, the way it sounded like a love song when it was sung. No one else has ever said it quite like you. No one else has ever made it feel so true. You draw it out when you were happy, soft and slow. You clip it short when you were angry, letting me know. But either way, the sound of it was home to me, the only place I ever wanted to be. The way you said my name is forever in my brain. It echoes in the quiet of the night. It haunts me in the morning light. No one else will ever say it quite the same. The way you said my name. I hear it sometimes in a crowded, noisy room. I think I catch it through the static and the gloom. I turn around expecting you to be right there, but it's a stranger and it's never ever fair. I practice saying it myself the way you would. I try to replicate the feeling, but I never could. Because it's not the word, it's not the syllables at all. It's the love behind it, standing tall. And since you left, that love has gone away, and with it went the only way that I could stay. Connected to myself, connected to my soul. The way you said my name once made me whole. The way you said my name is forever in my brain. It echoes in the quiet of the night. It haunts me in the morning light. No one else will ever say it quite the same. The way you said my name. I met someone new the other day. They said my name in a perfectly nice way, and I smiled and I nodded and I tried to be polite. But inside something didn't feel quite right, because their voice was not your voice. They didn't have the same choice of inflection, of reflection, of the love that came from somewhere deep, from up above. The way you said my name is a beautiful, tragic, sweet pain. It's a gift and it's a curse. It could be better, could be worse. To have forgotten how it felt, to have forgotten how you dealt with every letter, every sound around. You said my name, I found is something I will always keep. Even as I learn to sleep alone without the sound of you. The way you said my name, so true. The way you said my name, my name, my name. I almost lost myself in loving you. I almost didn't make it through. I almost became someone I didn't know. I almost let my feelings go away, away into the night. I almost lost the light. I almost gave up everything I was without a cause. I stop believing in myself. I almost put my heart upon the shelf. I almost let you be my everything, the only song I'd sing. I almost gave up all my dreams. I almost let go of my things. I almost became a shadow of who I am, part of your plan. But something in me fought back hard. I let down my guard. I said no more, I've had enough. I'm getting tough. The woman I almost was is not who I am today. I finally found my way. The woman I almost was is in the past. She couldn't last. She almost let you take control of her very soul. The woman I almost was, you see, is not the woman I wanna be. I'm grateful that I woke up in time to write a different rhyme, to save myself from disappearing, to stop the fearing I'm the woman I am today. Because I found a way to be myself, to be true, to finally break through. The woman I almost was, I'm letting go. I'm finally ready to grow. The woman I almost was, I see, is not the woman I wanna be. The woman I almost was, I'm free, finally, finally me. The woman I almost was, I know, is where I didn't need to go. Woman I almost was, almost gone. I moved on into the dawn. I wrote you a letter yesterday, put my pen to paper, tried to say all the things I held inside, all the feelings I would hide. When you were here, when you were mine, I thought we had unlimited time. I thought tomorrow always comes. I didn't know we'd be undone by my silence, by my fear, by the words that should have been clear, by the I love yous left unsaid, by the thoughts inside my head. They say it's better to have loved and lost, and never to have loved at all. But they don't talk about the cost of the words that never saw the light of day. Before you walked away, the words I never said to you are breaking me in two. Yeah, I need yous and I'll stay. Yeah, how loud you always phrases that you're everything that died on my tongue before I tried to let them out, to let you know, before I had to let you go. I practiced what I'd say to you if I ever got the chance to undo the silence that became our grave. The love I didn't have the courage to save. I tell you that you made me whole, that you were the home inside my soul, that every morning, every night, you were my reason, you were my light. But the practice stays inside my head, joined by all the words unsaid, joined by all the dreams I buried when we got married and then we got worried. The words I never said to you, I'm breaking me into the onion. I wish I hadn't pushed you away. I wish I'd said it every day in every possible way. The words I never said to you will be my lifelong regret. It's true. I love you. I love you. The words I never said. You came home late with stories to tell. You wove them perfectly, you wove them well. You had an answer for everything. You made my doubt and heart take wing. Away from suspicion, away from fear. You made everything so perfectly clear. You had a reason, you had a cause. You made me overlook all the flaws. Your alibi was beautiful, I'll give you that. You could make a lie sound like fact. You could convince me black was white. You could make the darkness bright. Your alibi was beautiful, a work of art. It wrapped itself around my heart. Your alibi was beautiful, so well designed. It kept me from seeing what was behind the curtain, the truth, the reality of what you were doing to me. Your alibi was beautiful, it's true, but beautiful lies still break you in two. You said you were working late. You said it was my fault I couldn't wait. You said I was paranoid and wrong. You sang your beautiful lying song, and I believed you every time. I thought the fault was fully mine. I thought I was the one to blame. I thought I should be ashamed. But then I found the truth one day. It didn't come to me to play. It hit me hard and fast and deep, and woke me from my foolish sleep. Your alibi was beautiful, a work of art. It wrapped itself around my heart. Your alibi was beautiful, so well designed. It kept me from seeing what was behind the curtain, the truth, the reality of what you were doing to me. Your alibi was beautiful, it's true, but beautiful lies still break you in two. Now I see the beauty in the truth, even in the pain of you, even in the hurt and the sorrow, even in the no tomorrow. The truth is ugly sometimes, it's true, but it's better than a beautiful lie from you. The truth set you free, they say, and it set me free today. Your alibi was beautiful, but I see through every single word from you. Your alibi was beautiful, but now I know that beautiful lies have to go. Your alibi was beautiful, but I'm done with your lies under the sun. Your alibi was beautiful, but I'm free. Finally, finally me. out that door.